The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another brand new episode of Acquired Taste. I am your host of Bucklebomb Entertainment, Sarah Visick, and with me, the best ever, Vinny Rattlocke from Zabadas Pro.
Thank you very much. I'm not going to say the best ever, but I'm up there maybe. Yeah. And in some people's eyes, I'm way down low. So
at least close to the top.
There you go.
We're bringing you a very special Valentine's Day edition of Acquired Tastes. Since we'll be doing a show before Valentine's Day, we're here to try some new candy.
Yes. I mean, not just any typical run-of-the-mill candy that you receive on Valentine's Day. You know, the box of chocolates or the chocolate-covered cherries, but some of the more novelty items that you would see from the candy industry.
Yes.
And you know how it goes, ladies first. So,
I've got the new mystery flavor Fun Dip. Fun Dip is something we've all been fans of as kids. We've seen people try to recreate it. I've seen on YouTube lately the recreation with Kool-Aid and sugar as a novelty one.
And also, I did for Christmas. I tried out on my channel a Fun Dip candy cane. It was regular Fun Dip that had a cherry and a apple raspberry flavors, but it had candy canes for you to dip into them rather than the dipping sticks.
Interesting. I know today's episode here is a little different than what you've been doing past couple weeks on Schwartz's Wake and Bake. Nothing gross. Hopefully nothing gross. This is kind of sweet.
Well, and that's the thing is Schwartzy let me know multiple times that I don't have to eat gross things. However, what I've noticed for Schwartzy's show is a lot more people seem to get more enjoyment out of my anguish. So,
for science.
Exactly, for science. And there is, because I do have other times on my own channel as well as this one to enjoy some other things. However, I chose the Warheads today for reasons of out of disappointment in the past. So we're going to see how that goes.
All right. So we got your regular stick here. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll show it in the camera here. I don't want to dump out my laptop. The mystery flavor is a blue color. We're going to wet this here. You can kind of see the blue color there. Let's see. And they don't make the sticks like they used to anymore, apparently.
They got a faulty dipstick there.
It looks like it would taste like blue raspberry, but it tastes like a tropical fruit punch drink mix.
Okay.
But not very strong. I'm a little disappointed. I'm going to go ahead and give this about a 4 out of 10.
Now you got to try just the powder. You got to take the dipstick out and just dump the powder in.
Yes.
Just get pure powder there. That's the best way of figuring out.
This balloon's got like little mystery white chunks in it.
This is the broken part of the dipstick.
And it's still lacking anything strong, flavor-wise.
I know I myself, with one of the leftover bits from the Christmas one, I actually poured it into just a bottled water to see if it would even flavor my water, and it barely had any flavor to the water. It wasn't bad, though. So, and what was that out of 10 you gave it?
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Ooh, that is on the failing scale. That's under 50%. So.
It's not bad. I don't hate it. I would eat the rest of the box, but I wouldn't buy it again.
All right. Well, there you go. So when getting your loved one some candy this Valentine's, then definitely do not look into the Fun Dip as a way to express your affection for them, because then your affection is only 40%.
Give it to your kids to give to the kids they don't like in class. That's
There
how you
you
get
go.
rid of them.
There you go. All right, so I'll go ahead and go. We got the Warheads Valentine Lollipop and card kit. So this is a complete set. And on the back, as you see, they have stuff like "Be My Sweetheart," but the sweet is crossed out and says sour, as well as the "You Have Sour Power." And there's even a little part to cut out right here to give to your teacher. So, yeah, it's a 12 count pack. So most classes in the schools have well over 12 students. So if you were to get this, you would definitely have to get more than the required amount. Let me get my scissors out here. It's nicely sealed, so at least you know there's no tampering going on. The way that's sealed is if you can easily get this box open and you're still in the supermarket, quickly put it back on the shelf. So here we go. Here we are. And these are the cards, if you will. You set up your own.
Nice.
Yeah, and you even have the holes there to punch out. So I'm going to make one real quick with the... I'll do the "You Have Sour Power." I'll take one of those out. And then I'll grab one of the pops. That's a little... I should have understood. Like, when you're looking at a picture like that, or on the back, you would think that the lollipop would be at least a little bigger. However, this is to scale. So in my head, I should have realized too, when you're seeing the card only this big, the lollipop itself,
Not that big.
no, very, very small. Comparatively. Let's see. I have something to compare it to. Here's just a magic marker. Boom. Yeah. It's very, very minuscule. Very minuscule indeed. To remove this, and the other thing with it is it's kind of, but it's blocked out. If you look, it's supposed to have the face on it.
Yeah. So it looks like the shape of the Warhead character. You
can kind of make out the eyes and ears and nose, but not the full face is on this one. So you miss the entire, use this. Basically, this much is missing from the head. So you're missing the mouth and the chin. So, but it's a Warhead, so it should be sour. So let's go ahead and give it a go. Well, it has the most minuscule hint of sourness to the lollipop. It is only sour by name. There it is in all its glory for you to write. Well, if you want to be sweet on the person, get them one of these because it is definitely not sour.
That's
extremely disappointing for something titled Warheads that has massively been known for its original candies to be one of the more sour candies on this planet, to be dropping the ball so often during the holidays. I am once again greatly disappointed, but unfortunately not surprised that Warhead dropped the ball in the world of sourness and novelty candies. So this is a complete, on the level of sourness, this is, I would give you a 0, but I cannot. So I'm going to give you a 1.
Mm.
Novelty-wise, though, it is very appealing to the eye comparatively to a regular Valentine that we would see kids give out. However, because of certain allergies and whatnot, you would not know if you could give these out to certain students in your class. Therefore, you don't really would not more likely not see those being welcome into a classroom. Therefore, you are also once again losing the niche of the novelty of this. Because you, as a parent, it'd be terrible to be getting a call from the teacher knowing that little Susie, that little Johnny had given one of these to, suddenly had fallen down and having trouble breathing because you did not realize that she was allergic to a specific this, that, and the other that you would end up finding on this ingredient sheet. Therefore, novelty-wise, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. But out of the usefulness for it and actual practicality of this being used as a legitimate Valentine is also a 1 out of 10. Therefore, 30 with 8 out of 30. And you do the math, because I can only do so much math and science here. But yes, it scored extremely low when it comes to being a Valentine candy. And there you go.
So I think the moral of the story today is stick with your old favorites, skip the new.
Yep, I agree wholeheartedly.
And I got some bonus content for us today. Not Valentine's related, but I was able to score one of the Little Debbie ice creams.
Lovely.
It took 3 Walmarts to find one of these. Or actually, on the promo I did try the oatmeal raisin cookie one.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of oatmeal raisin cookies, but since I can only find the 2 flavors, I thought, why not? And it was a lot better than expected.
Oh.
It was actually pretty good. I have no problem finishing the container. But this is the honey bun. Definitely smells like I just opened up the wrapper and, you get that sweet, sugary smell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You can see the swirl in there.
Nice.
Kind of vanilla-y ice cream. Honey's got a very, very strong flavor. It's not as sweet as the actual snack cake itself. A little bit of cinnamon. The vanilla is a nice flavor. And I just got a surprise pecan or walnut.
Oh.
I'm trying to see.
I was gonna say, are those normally in the honey buns from Little Debbie?
Not that I remember, and there's nothing
Now
in
I
the
do
description that says nuts in it. So
yeah, I do know that from one of my friends has tried the Cosmic Brownie, which I cannot wait to get my hands on. Told me that there were pieces of the actual cakes inside the ice cream itself. Therefore, there is a chance that you actually got a legitimate piece of a honey bun inside that bite, and that's why it was because the breading of the honey bun was hardened from the frozenness of the ice cream.
it might be that it does say that it's made so that it handles peanuts and tree nuts. It might just be a really hard piece of honey bun.
There you go.
This is pretty good. Better than I expected. I would give this maybe a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay, and that is what is the price on that you have?
They are $2.50 for a pint.
That's honestly $2.50 for a pint, and being able to not only eat your favorite, one of your favorite Little Debbie snacks, but also as an ice cream. Yeah, 6.5 out of 10 seems pretty fair.
I mean, I think as we get older, we realize those cakes maybe aren't always as good, or the quality goes down, especially over the past couple of years. But I think it was actually better than the cake, to be honest with you. An actual Little Debbie honey bun.
It's very good to know.
All right. Well, that will do it for us here on this episode. Vinny, thanks again for joining me. Catch him on Rattlocke's Wake and Bake every
Not
Tuesday,
Rattlocke's Wake
Wednesday,
and Bake.
Thursday morning.
No, not Rattlocke's Wake and Bake. It's Rattlocke eats on Schwartzy's Wake and Bake. Schwartzy's on Monday through Thursdays. I will be on there Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning, eating random, more than likely nasty stuff, and looking into taking on TikTok trends and whatnot. I'm currently talking to him about possibly picking up a Wednesday where I do a chugging challenge, various fluids and whatnot. I just recently done one on his show of the soursop juice, which has very thick consistency, was full of pulp. As a matter of fact, when if you actually watch the episode, you watch towards the end of the pour, there was something that looked like a thumbnail dropping down into the beverage, but it was actually a piece of the pulp of the soursop fruit. And not only was it very thick, it was also extremely sweet. Sweetness compared to that of a McDonald's or Rally's sweet tea, which I now loathe. However, I drank all 38.8 fluid ounces of it in record time. And therefore, I know that on my other channel, where I do tasting and reviews and a chug of beverages, I am looking to possibly also doing that on Wednesdays on Schwartzy's Wake and Bake, 9 a.m. Central Time. So,
and of course, look into our YouTube link, and we will link that there for you as well for everybody to catch. All right.
Catch. Yeah. And also just released a new video on the Zabadas network, which is youtube.com/ZABADAS network. Just did a tutorial and a quick demo on making this Jason mask. And it was originally this Jason mask. So it went from an 87-cent Halloween hockey mask to what you now see in my hand. And I show you all the entire process from sanding to cutting to painting to making new head straps and everything like that. I'm getting ready to work on a couple other masks for some other wrestlers. I got the carver of Cutter's Alley. I'm starting with this mask, and you will be terrified to see what that becomes. And Chet Ripley is working. I'm going to be making him a restraint mask, something reminiscent of Silence of the Lambs.
Can't wait to see that one.
Me neither.
All right. Check out his network, Zabadas Pro. For more things, we'll link that as well. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
Signing off for science.